Salutations and thank you for tuning into my video. I'm Clark. Today I'm going to be bringing to you my review of Revive picks. These guitar picks are made in Brazil, and this card here was given to me by Helena. She's the international distributor, and I met her in Nashville, Tennessee. Basically what we've got here is a set of picks that are wide range from jazz style picks to thin 351 picks all the way up to really thick bass picks, and they're really heavy on the customizing. They do lettering, they do pictures. It's based on basically what you want, what size you want, and they're at a reasonable cost. For me as a player, I've been playing for many years, and I have to say that the guitar pick that I use really dictates how I play. Now let's give you an example. If you use a 351 style pick that I normally use, and you use a thin, really thin pick, for me, I play a lot of heavy metal, so I would break the pick. It would just break in not very much time at all because I pick very hard and very fast. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if you play light music, perhaps just acoustic strumming and so on, you really wouldn't want to use a heavy pick because heavy picks are more for tight dynamics. But it's up to the player. You can use whatever pick you want as long as you're comfortable with it and you play appropriately with it and you see that that's the right pick for you. So with that being said, let's go on over to the picks and check them out. Alright, they have a wide range of picks here. We have your smaller jazz style picks to a slightly larger pick, and then these five here are a 351 style pick, and then you have two different bass picks. The first bass pick is a triangular shape. It's a very thick pick, and it works perfect for high gauge strings. I don't actually play bass personally, but I know that this one right here would be the one I'd prefer. This one right here is not quite my style, but it is another style of bass pick that they offer. It's a fairly thick pick. It's got no give to it at all, and this will do perfect for high gauge strings. Then on the opposite end of the spectrum, these smaller jazz style picks are really good. This one right here is a 0.7 gauge, 1.7 millimeter rather, and this one is about the same height, but they have different edges on them. And they do customizing and everything else for pictures and words and stuff like that you want on them. These picks aren't really a preference of mine because they're too small for me. I've always been playing 351 picks. Same thing with this one. This is a 0.30 millimeter pick. It's the BJH pick, and it's thick enough, but it's just not enough pick for me to grab a hold of to play. And that's just a personal preference. We've got a thin, clear Revive pick. It's very easy to manipulate. And honestly, with the way I play, I would break this in a heartbeat. I play really hard and really strong on my picks, or on my strings. I would definitely break this. So I personally play a thicker gauge pick than that. This is the 1 mil pick. This one, out of all these picks, I think this one too has it. It's a different type of coating on it, and it grips really good. The rest of these are really smooth. But this one and this bass pick down here have got a really good grip on them, so if you have a tendency of dropping your pick, this is probably what you wanted to get. Moving up, this is a 1.14 mil pick, and they just keep getting stronger and stronger as you move up, the thicker they are. This is a 1.5. And this is a 2.0. This is usually what I use as a 2.0, and this is like, it's got very little give to it. This is great for tight picking and very fast picking. And this is what I personally like to use as a 2 mil. Alright, to talk you through my signal chain here, I've got my Squier J5 Tele in frost gold with Seymour Duncan American pickups in it. I have the Revive 2.0 pick running straight into my orange amp through the 4x12.
Thank you.